Previously on Wild Angles. We have 120 miles to travel on water. We're hitting the east arm of Great Slave Lake. Let's go catch some giant lake trout. Yeah, there we go.
There we go, boy.
That's a big laker. That was a solid fish.
Boys.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Woo. Oh, I missed him. That was such a heavy hit. You guys seen that rod bent right flat, hey?
Oh yeah.
That's a big bite. Big fish to do that. That's a heartbreaker. I really wanted that bite.
Hard to imagine that they come off on hits like that. Like, there's gotta be
You
so
got one.
much-
You got one. Yeah, honestly though.
Oh.
Heavy?
We'll see. A lot of them feel heavy at first. But that's a good head shake though. Look at that.
You took my fish.
Entirely possible. 250 feet left to bring in.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're ready for you whenever you get here. Doug's the lake trout killer, apparently. Slayer. He's out here catching all the trout. Almost got me convinced I might put on a Cisco.
We just had a hit.
Yeah.
Had a good hit.
Well, we'll see how big that fish was that hit yours because he's on mine. Isn't that the,
Yeah.
isn't that the story?
Yeah, exactly. Quick bite, swam 300 feet further back and up and hit yours. I actually had a pike one time. We were trolling behind the boat, and I guess the two people had their lines really close. This pike hit the one spoon and hit the other spoon. These guys reeled up thinking they had a double header. As it's getting closer, they're like, oh, we're tangled. They reel up this fish, one spoon's in this side of the mouth, the other spoon's in this side of the mouth.
No way.
Yep, he crushed both spoons in like a second. It was insane.
My prediction: tail hook 4-pounder.
He's coming in nice and light, nice and slow, hey?
Yep.
How's that reeling up? 400
That's a
something?
good sized head kick. And shut up about how much work I had out. I caught a fish, didn't I?
You can borrow one of these 8-ounce weights if you want to put out 200 feet of line.
Might have to do that.
I don't know who's more tired.
Right.
Probably me.
Let you grab that.
There's a bird. There's this guy. Get him back in there and then tell the story. Off he goes. So when you pull the lake trout up out of the really deep water, they have the ability to expel some air. As you go down, the air compresses. They have a swim bladder to help them adjust their depth. When you pull them up, a lot of that air needs to escape, and he did quite a bit of burping. So we pulled him up from 450 feet of line out. It's at quite an angle, so he probably come out at 200-ish, you think, Aiden?
Yeah.
Something like that. So long ways up, and he had to adjust, so he's heading back down again.
693 feet.
Wow, that's incredible. Deep water around here. Little shaker. Ooh, nice red fin, hey?
Yep.
It's pretty.
Perfect.
You still got a Cisco on there.
Nice.
Ooh. Yeah, beautiful fish, Doug.
Thank you.
Right on, man.
Listen,
Nice, clean little fish. All right,
another one in the boat.
get him.
Wasn't convinced it wasn't bottom at first. Another little guy, we'll just do a boat side release on him. There.
So that's kind of cool. What was that, Teddy, up there?
It's a sign and kind of explains the area that we're at.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very neat.
Got a picture of a moose on it.
Oh, is it a little guy that just hit like a freight train? Oh, he's a decent one. Probably a 10. It's always fun with the two treble hooks into the net. That is a beautiful fish. I'll actually get a photo with this guy. All right, beautiful, healthy lake trout. Back to the drink. This episode is brought to you by Spectacular Northwest Territories. Whoa. Okay, I'm over top.
Didn't hook this guy quite so deep, quite such deep water, so got to actually feel some more of his fight.
Not a bad fish.
No. He wanted out. Oh well. He wasn't a giant. That was a good fish. Lots of fun. I actually got to feel that one fight a bit because I was, last few fish I had like 400 some odd feet of line out. That one there I only had about 160 feet and he came out of about 90 feet of water, something like that. Yeah, so it was nice. I actually got to feel him kicking that instead of just pulling this dead weight. So good fish. Let's find another one.
We are just on our way into shore lunch. Oh my God, I'm so excited to eat these lake trout. They're gonna be delicious. But we're just trying to find a good place to beach the boats here and we'll get in and make up some food. Well, we're here on shore. We found a spot for lunch. Just gonna clean up some lake trout here. And yeah, looks like the other guys are getting the other stuff set up, which is nice. It's always nice being in a big group of people, so kind of takes the load off of everyone. All right, look at these beauties. Still upright, just gorgeous fish. I like to keep my fish nice and fresh. Okay, clean. Everything looks good now. There you go. A beautiful, boneless, skinless lake trout fillet from Great Slave Lake.
Let's put it all in one bag for every day.
Oh, it's up with
You're gonna enjoy that.
Bullock's Bistro.
The macaroni fish sauce.
World famous fish and chips. Yellowknife. Teriyaki cooking sauce. Check that stuff out. Check in with you in a bit and let you know how it tastes.
How do you live with yourself at night?
I don't know, man. It's tough. You know, you walk through doorways, you gotta duck so your halo doesn't hit it, you know?
Right.
So is this that fat line they try to cut off where when you cook it, it turns gray?
Yeah.
Mighty fine. That's better than anything you can buy in the store right now. Fresh. More than 250 feet of water, and then some in 12 feet of water. So
Yeah, pretty much same with us. They're just spotty.
Fantastic. Just get the smaller lake trout. They're not so fatty. They cook up really nicely. And then that Bullock's Bistro, yeah, primo. This is really good. It's fantastic because carnivore diet. This is all I get to eat at lunch. So it's all good.
I'm a firm believer, big bait, big fish.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that too, especially lake trout. Lake trout will eat lake trout. Like, I've found an 8-pound lake trout floating around in the middle of Cree Lake that had a 5-pound whitefish down its throat. Both of them were still kind of alive, but we pulled the whitefish out of the lake trout's throat, and the lake trout swam away, and the whitefish didn't. And we were like, holy, guess we're eating this whitefish.
Wow. I'll be darned. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So those are my secret weapons, and then like jigging, obviously, like stuff like this. You know, these guys are absolutely deadly. And then these are those K15s. They're just a little smaller.
Yeah, same thing, just aside, they're kind of cut in half.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But those are textbook lake trout lures. That's what everybody uses in every other body of water for lake trout. That is the lure that you use for lake trout. That's
Those
from
plastic baits are also good for northerns with big spinners.
Yeah, these without the 3-ounce jig head.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, lots of movement. That's your T16.
Yep. These guys, when you're fishing them, it feels like you got a fish fighting the whole time.
Yeah.
They
The whole
vibrate.
time, and then
They
when a fish
vibrate.
bites,
They're
it
working.
stops.
But then you have your rod go.
Yeah.
Whoop.
They're working,
Yeah.
right?
The big ones
Working
feel
and
like,
they're diving down.
yeah, they dive down a little bit. Like I think I've ran them without a weight before, and I was hitting rocks at 10 feet.
Yeah.
So they'll dive 10 feet on their own, and then, yep. So that's my, yeah, absolutely. That's my box I take with me on my boat when I'm guiding. And clients have issues catching fish, I say, I got some treats for you. Yeah. Yep, this is it. That's it. This shore launch is unreal. It is so hard to beat. Super fresh lake trout. Oh man. We moved out to some deeper water here. We finished up lunch and came out around some of these islands and found some deep water and noticed that we were marking a lot of lake trout down like pretty much from 200 to 50 feet depending on the depth that we're in. So we threw the rods on the downriggers just for ease of getting down there. And we're trying it out for the evening fish here. The lake calmed right down, which is beautiful. Honestly, couldn't ask for better weather. So we'll see if the fish will agree with us and enjoy this evening on the end of my line.
205 feet.
Yeah, I'm at 170 on the downrigger.
Okay, we're at 211 feet. Marking between 150 and 200.
All right, so we ran out of Cisco's. It happens. I was being hard-headed and running hard tackle all day, and you know the bait was just out fishing the hard tackle, and I finally wanted to cave, but we were out of Cisco's. So luckily one of the other boats was nice enough to give us a bag, and yeah, picked up this lake trout down in 180 feet of water. Doesn't feel too big, but there he is. Hey, he's actually not small.
That's a decent fish.
Yeah, that is a decent fish. He's loaded. Cool. That's a beautiful fish. Look at the belly on him. Holy cow. Just full to the brim of Cisco's. That's awesome. Good fish. Let's get a double. I was literally just about to say, let's pack up. The no fish is a sign that we should be grayling fishing right now. But I mean, the lake trout were like, well, you at least gotta have another fish before you leave. You let me know if you want me on net, Doug.
I'm thinking we might need it for this.
All right. That's what I like to hear. It was a lot easier to net a fish from down here than it was from up there. I think this is what I'll do anytime anyone hooks into a big fish. Stand here so you got the whole back.
Yeah. With a head shake on him.
It's a big, slow one. Looks pretty good. Just waiting for him to decide, whoa, I don't want to go up that high. Dunk, dunk.
That's the best time, yep.
Color, good fish. Very good fish, Doug.
Yep.
Very good fish.
Okay, now where's some shadows with them? Nobody else chasing them, eh?
Oh.
Oh, there's the burping. Lots of air coming out of them.
Okay, rod tip up, walk backwards. Walk back, walk back, walk back, walk back. In the net.
Yeah!
All right. There we go, boys. That's another big one. Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Good job, Doug.
Thank you. Good job, net now.
No problem. For you.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
Did you mark him off on the tally?
He's been marked on the tally.
Not much of a story. Aiden once again bailed me out. I got great co-pilots in this freaking boat that keep telling me when I got a fish on. Set the hook, and he did not want to come off the bottom. I figured him at least 10 pounds because for his size, he didn't peel out any line like he did for our cameraman there, but he definitely put up a fight.
There we go.
Still see him, still see him. He's gone. This is beautiful water in this lake. One of the great things about fishing in Great Slave Lake is the clarity of the water, especially in this area. I've experienced on more than one occasion where you're bringing up fish and you see others. You probably heard me when I was landing them. It's like, okay, where's the other silhouettes? You can see so far in this lake. It's beautiful, beautiful water up in the east arm. We just got to watch him swim away for a good 10 seconds. So great time. Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely. Good fish, Doug. Good fish.
Absolutely.
Good job, guys.
Captain, thank you. Dunning on the camera. Thanks, man.
You guys all set?
Yep.
All right, let's go catch some fish.
Spit the hook out for you and everything.
Very attitude filled. Very silver and green back lake trout. That's a beautiful fish. Look at the colors on him. Gorgeous. Nice fish. Really hard fighter for his size, which is awesome. I'll take it. I like the hard fights. Right on. We'll let him go. Right on.
The camera didn't look good.
That's a big fish.
Holy
Yeah! There we go. Our quality has gone up just slightly here. Wow, that's a good fish right there. Right on. Very, very solid lake trout. It's a good fish. Woo! Teddy, thank you so much for having us out. We got into some unreal fish. We got into some hogs. Doug did quite well catching those lake trout. He sure can't keep them off the hook. That was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Follow us on social media at Wild Angles TV.